It's Gurley power. Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Todd Gurley, fresh off a standout performance a week ago, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Los Angeles Rams. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
On a pretty gray and hazy day here in Southern California, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Los Angeles. A few short moments ago, running back Todd Gurley trying to fire up the Ram faithful here in Southern California as his guys get set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they enter play. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 12 carries, 108 yards.
And when you lead the league in rushing for this stretch of time, now you take on the identity. You now lead the team, and everything runs through you in terms of offense.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. A shotgun snap for Goff. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The Miami Dolphins starting lineup now, and Kenyon Drake, a guy to watch.
He has the ability to affect the game in so many different ways. In the return game, bringing it back himself. Also can be a gunner on the punt coverage team and did that very well at Alabama. But has the ability to run the ball to the backfield as well as catch it. Kenyon Drake, you can use him so many different ways.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Time for a look at the defensive starters now for the Rams. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Now back to throw. It's complete to Drake. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
120.
Gurley again here on 1st down. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Getting the sense Charles are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
12 yards there and a 1st down. They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And that's complete to Cooks. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there of 22. Now gone. He's got it. It's Higbee Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Well, look at the numbers for Parker in last week's game. 6 catches, 66 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated deep.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to head hut. 60 orange. Everyone, you got 4 down. Let's go.
On first down, Drake. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. He'll look to throw. Looking deep, trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Drake. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. They run it with Balaj. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now a draw play with Drake. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Forced out to... Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ric Flair.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep rights. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
You call plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 36 yards out. And Bullock will put this one through. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start with a couple of rivals on the West Coast. San Francisco hosting Seattle in the NFC West. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead as those two teams approach halftime. 2 touchdown passes there for Russell Wilson. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And things didn't go so well, as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. Philip Dorsett, well over 100 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Dak Prescott, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. In the game you're watching, it was Jared Goff with a strong first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take it. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. David Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak, 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. A big play there for L.A. 51 yards. Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
He gets it to Cooks. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Out of the gun. Gone. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown.
Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Drake. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. On the stop was Aaron Donald. They stay on the ground with Drake. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Ebron's got it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker. Woods, the intended receiver. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He completes it to Wilson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. They'll drop the throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They'll run here with Balaj. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. On 3rd and short, Drake. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And my goodness, another interception. John Johnson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the 50, it's Goff. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Here's Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to the safety, Rashad Jones. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Flushed out right. And Woods has it complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. This is caught, it's Cooks. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 39. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff, flush to his right. And that's complete to Cooks. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
That's into the hands of the tight end, Leggett. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Again, Goff. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 2nd and 3. Now he's got the hook up to Moore. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Drake. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw, and he hits Drake. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Back to throw. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 6 yards in the first down. They'll look to throw. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He's back to throw, and he connects with Ebron. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43. Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Drake. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 2nd down and inches. He goes underneath to Drake. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Los Angeles, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they can't quite seem to turn things around.